Groceries can be expensive, so in this video I'll be sharing with you my top 10 tips of the things that I do or will be doing to help me save money on my groceries. And not only that, but to also save time as well and make life a little bit easier. My first tip is I use both Flybuys and everyday rewards to my benefit. I've also done a separate video on this, so feel free to check that one out. But if you shop at either Coles or Woolworths or both, it's worth signing up because it's free to sign up, and once you get to 2,000 points, you can redeem $10 off your shop or save it to use later on if that's what you choose to do. So it's like free money. And there are also paid subscriptions as well, both Coles Flybuys and Woolworths Everyday Rewards have paid subscriptions where they have exclusive membership perks and benefits, but I might do another video on that. But it is definitely worth signing up for, so I highly recommend it, because if you can save $10 off your shop occasionally, it all adds up. Or as I said, you can save them to use for later, so I'm saving both of mine for Christmas. 2 is I use apps. So the apps that I use are Scan and Go and Receipt Jar. So with Scan and Go, you can scan the barcodes of your purchases. So for example, 2 tins of baked beans, you might scan one barcode and then you enter how much it costs. For example, if it costs $1.10 each, you'd put in $1.10 and then 2 for the quantity. And the other app I use is Receipt Jar. So with Receipt Jar, I take a photo of my receipts and then upload them. And with both of these apps, you can earn points to redeem for gift cards, and I always redeem them for either Coles or Woolworths gift cards. 3 is to always take shopping bags. So I always take a shopping bag with me when I go out, and it's one that I can fold up and put in my handbag. So they're the fold up ones, like the Woolworths ones that you get. And I always make sure I take at least 1 or 2 with me, because that way if I need to get anything, I have them there. Or you can have a few in the boot of your car if you drive. So it just saves you from getting caught out, and I've been caught out with this a few times. And like, if you don't have them, you have to buy them, and that can really add up and eat into your grocery bill. No pun intended. But I think that is a really good tip, and by doing it this way, you can save a bit of money and time as well. 4 is to have coins or tokens on you ready to use for the trolleys if you plan on doing quite a big shop, instead of having to go in and buy something just to get change, or having to withdraw money from an ATM and then going into the shop to buy something and getting change. 5 is to have leftovers. For example, I might cook a cottage pie and have some for dinner and then some for lunch the next day, or for dinner the next day. 6 is to reuse things like baking paper, foil or Ziploc bags if they're still good and not too yucky or smelly. Otherwise you can just throw them out if they are, because there's no point in keeping them. But if they're still good, I will continue to use them until they're not good anymore, and then just throw them out. 7 is to substitute. For example, if a recipe calls for extra virgin olive oil but you don't have any, but you have olive oil or vegetable oil, you can use either one of those instead, or brown sugar instead of caster sugar, or allspice instead of cinnamon. I always do this, and the recipes that I make are always just as good. 8 is to keep a list of the things that you have in your fridge, freezer and pantry, and you can do this by either writing down what you have in a notebook, or maybe on an Excel spreadsheet, and also how much of it you have, and then just go through it and go through your fridge, freezer and pantry as you run out of stuff. So it's just so you know what you have and you know what you need to get and not double up. 9 is to build a stockpile of the things that you use regularly, of non-perishable food items or other items. For example, a packet of pasta or toothpaste. So for me, I don't stock up on items that are half price or on special, because I don't look out for them. But I do stock up on items when there are a good points deal with either Flybuys or everyday rewards. But in future, I think I might start doing this so I can have a stockpile, and then I have them there ready to use, and I don't have to go out to the shops to buy them when they're not on special. And 10 is to budget and have a sinking fund. So I have a sinking fund for groceries, which I have set up in my bank account, and I can just put a small amount away here and there occasionally, even if it's only like $1 or $2, it all adds up, and it's money that I can use for my groceries when there is a good amount there. Even if it's only $20, I can use that towards my groceries. So they are just some of my tips and tricks which I use or will be using to help me save money on groceries, and hoping that these tips might also be able to help you as well. But if you have any other tips, please let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye.